name is Julia Gorman. Welcome to my home. We're gonna start our first program of the new cycle from Bach to Borscht. So stay tuned because my daughter Claire and I are gonna make a wonderful meal for you. Let's go. A great soup will start with a fantastic cut of beef. So this is a nice and juicy piece with a great bone. So you can see I think it's called the beef Heinschenk. We're gonna put it in the water, and the next thing we're gonna do, absolutely, we're gonna wash our hands really good. Meanwhile, we're gonna get ready for the rest of the ingredients. So I'm gonna wash my hands and get it to cook right here. You can put it around, I don't know, about 6. See how much liquid there is in the soup, right? So the next thing I would love you to do is I'd like to look at this beauty. Has 3 pretty medium-sized carrots. I would say this is a 1 large onion, and there are 4 fairly large beets. I just quartered them, and we're going to use a wonderful food processor as our kind of our sous chef. He does the work for us. So here we are, our wonderful, I think it's called Breville food processor. We're gonna first use this kind of a gizmo to cut our onions. Of course I could do this by hand, but I'm busy and this does it just as well. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pulse it for a few seconds. Magic. Don't ever forget to turn power off. Then we're gonna take that stuff off. You can leave it on. Everything inside the pot. We're gonna do a different kind. We're gonna use this gizmo with, I think it's called coarse setting. Which one's this? Yeah, there. And we're gonna do the rest in a food processor. Again, we're gonna put it, the power is on. We can start with a few pieces, and it does the job for us. The job is fairly easy. I'm gonna allow my daughter Claire to finish it, and this is gonna be done in just a few seconds. If you put too many things, it will get stuck, right? And now we're done, right? Wonderful. Claire, please turn this off. We always have to do that before we handle anything else. While our beef is cooking and the vegetables have been diced, well, with the exception of cabbage and dill, Claire is going to wash the dill.
We have to wash the dill because since it grows in the ground, it's really dirty and sandy. So we're going to put it in this kind of thing, and then we're going to wash it really, really hard so then the sand can come off. You take the big lumps,
because the sand is heavy, it will sink to the bottom, right? And so you do this several times, so there's really no sand. So you should do this about, what, 3, 4, 5 times, right? So the only thing that's left to do is to cut the cabbage. Cabbage will go pretty much last because it cooks very fast. So you can always add potatoes if you would like to add, let's say, red peppers. That's okay. I'm going to kind of make a classic borscht. This should not take you more from start to finish than 45 minutes to an hour. And then you have an amazing borscht, my ultimate comfort food. See? kill it. I have a fantastic helper. My daughter Claire is feeling confident here in the kitchen. She knows how to cut things, and that she knows that you would have to keep your fingers curled. So she's gonna show you how to do this, especially if you're cooking with kids, like that. Make sure that your fingers are curled so that there is pretty much no chance of cutting yourself.
So right now I'm cutting the dill, and now I'm gonna dice it, and you have to hold it like this, like one hand on this part of the knife and then the other hand on this part of the knife, and then you have to move the knife like this.
So you move it around, you anchor the end of the knife, and then you go all around it so that it's diced very finely. Now we're going to get rid of all that stuff just to make sure that our borscht is clean, free of all that stuff. In fact, the meat was really of wonderful quality. We are going to pretty much leave the rest here. We throw this away, we don't need this. So now you see how much vegetables goes in? A lot. Carefully, we're gonna put it all in the borscht. And it's gonna have an amazing, amazing color, like a jewel. So the carrots, onion, and beets go right in. You see that the color? That is just straight up health. This is beautiful. We're gonna let it cook for about, I don't know, about 20 minutes. And when we come back, we're gonna finish the borscht. Our beef is cooked. What we're gonna do is, after it cools off a little bit, I think it's okay to handle it, we're gonna cut out all the bones and then cut beef in a nice chunks. Something like this would be a really wonderful size. Meanwhile, we're gonna flavor our soup with chicken bouillon. We're gonna flavor it with paprika, I love it, and also a black pepper. Before we do that, in fact, we're going to use tomato paste and tomato sauce. It's very important that we wash the tops of it because it's usually stored in the warehouses. You want to make sure the food is not contaminated and it's really clean. So almost last but not least, is we're going to put the cabbage. Look at this incredible color. We're going to actually make the soup is really thick. So we're gonna let it cook a little bit and then add more cabbage to that. See? It's all that goodness is going straight in there. It's unbelievable. When I first saw borscht sold in stores, I couldn't believe what it was because it had no resemblance with the real thing. With the real thing, if you were to put anything like that, stick right in the middle of it, it will still stand. That's how thick it is. After it cooks a little bit, I'm going to add dill, and then we're done. I would say about 10 minutes at most for the cabbage, and then perhaps a couple of minutes for dill, and your borscht is going to be amazing. Well, I think our borscht is about ready. Claire, will you try it and tell me honestly what you think about it? But first stir it. See how thick it is. You can actually stick a spoon and it will be standing. That's actually amazing. So go ahead and try it and tell me what you really think about it. It's hot.
It's good.
Like it?
Yes.
Fantastic. Well, the borscht is done, and it did not take that long. And now we get to enjoy it with a spoonful of sour cream and freshly made bread. Enjoy it.